Lieutenant John, South Equinox, 1004.
All right, so we're back on. Hopefully, we will have some better luck this time. Let me see, let me reset that. All right. So hopefully everybody is going to come back who was on the last stream. I got disconnected when I changed locations while I was in the process of moving. We had some really bad buffering, really bad signal. And so I had to relocate to a different spot. We are still on Terminal 4. Still Terminal 4 North here at Sky Harbor. We have an American 737. Looks like it's going to pull into Gate B4. I think. A 737 MAX 8. Hopefully the signal will stay up here. I believe this one, this was the one that was in the hold bay for a while. This is a flight from JFK in New York. It's a 737 MAX 8. And they just did that cross-country flight, which took them 5 hours and 13 minutes to get here. I think that includes the time they were sitting over in the hold bay as well. But this aircraft over here is the one that pulled out of B4. Yeah. This one is an Airbus A321 headed for Miami. And they're taxiing out right now. And the crew is right there getting ready to receive their next airplane. And there's the American 737 MAX 8. Beautiful aircraft. And it's going to pull right in to gate B4. And all the way from New York City. Nice.
Sky 3075, Phoenix Tower, wind 330 at 3, runway 8, clear to land.
Runway 8, clear to land, Sky 3065.
So we still have a pretty crowded ramp over here. Almost all the gates are still occupied. And you can see that as soon as one pulls out, another one pulls in. There is currently, I don't see anybody over at the hold, the penalty box right now, but and they're going to start moving their baggage equipment, their belt loader and their baggage carts right there. They're going to start moving those into position. This is the cool thing about Sky Harbor. So we can actually get a view, a real close-up view of the ramp activity and everything that goes on down below the wing. It looks like this guy right over here, is that the water cart? It looks like they've got barrels of water on the back there for keeping the ground crew hydrated. Maybe. But as you can see at the B gates right here, starting from B2, right below, eight floors below me, B4, B2, B4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all occupied. We have one pushing back, CRJ. All those gates are occupied on that side except we have one CRJ right there, and they're being pushed out right now, and that would be SkyWest. Flight 4984 headed to Tucson, a real short flight down to Tucson, Arizona. It's like a 25-minute flight, I think, or 30-minute. It's really short.
Sky 3075, nobody behind you on the final turn right at your discretion. Taxi Bravo, contact ground. Good day.
All right, taxi Bravo.
Right over there we have a United. We have a United that just pulled out of Terminal 3. United Flight 789 is an A319.
707,
They're headed up to Denver.
707 Phoenix Tower, wind calm, runway 8, clear to land.
Land, runway 8, Delta 707.
All right, SkyWest is being towed up to the first line, probably that one right there, I think, or maybe the other one, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're going to go They're going to tow that one all the way up. And the reason is because I believe this plane is going to push back. They've got their beacon turned on, which means movement is imminent. And that would be American Flight 1887. And they'll be headed to DFW. So the jet bridge is pulled back, the beacon is turned on, and SkyWest pulled up to the first line to get disconnected so that they could have room for these guys to push back. This aircraft is 2 years old, delivered in December of 2020. And they're making that short flight over, well, not short, but making a flight over to DFW. It looks like they are pushing back now. And you can see that they've got two wing walkers on either side of this aircraft. Always thinking about safety. Want to make sure that they're not going to
707, turn right, Bravo 9er, taxi southbound
not going to
Sierra,
hit anything.
contact ground 132.55 over the bridge. Good day.
Okay, Bravo 9er, Sierra, and 3255, Delta 707.
Op 7, Phoenix Tower, Alpha 7, cross runway 8, proceed Charlie 8 straight into the wind.
All right, so now they're going to turn the plane and move it forward. And they're going to put it on that line. Right there on the line. And they're going to move it up probably to the second hold line, I think. Yeah. That's the reason why SkyWest went to the first one up there. It looks like they're going to tow American up to the second hold line. Although it really doesn't matter now because SkyWest is leaving. So, engine start.
Roger.
You gotta love that nice, loud, deep sounding engine as it spools up. I'm not sure how well that comes across on the microphone though. It's really cool live. All right, looks like they're all disconnected. Should be setting the flaps for takeoff position here momentarily. There's the other engine. All right, so they've got both engines running on that A321neo. And there goes the flaps. Takeoff position. All they need now is clearance from the tower. I'm not sure if we'll hear that. Let's see. And again, this is flight 1887, nonstop service to DFW. And they've already been cleared to go. We're getting back on this side here. Unloading some cargo, it looks like, from the rear baggage bin. Maybe some mail and things. We've got more bags coming off the front side.
American 1887 Phoenix ground, runway settle left taxi via south route.
Via South Route, American 1887.
All right, yeah, there you go with, that was the call right there for American 1887, the one that we just saw for DFW. And there's a look at the flight that came in from New York City. Bags in the front.
1887, there is full Dallas Fort Worth. We're working on time for you. I'll let you know what it is as soon as I get it.
And cargo in the back. Lots of boxes coming off there. I know American does have a contract for mail, carrying mail for the Postal Service, I believe. So they may be carrying some U.S. mail on that flight from JFK. See if we have any other. The only other activity we have, the CRJ parked at the gate right below me, right there. We have the pilot doing the walk-around inspection, checking out the lights, checking out the wing surfaces. Gonna go under, take a look at the tires, make sure there's no brake fluid leaking.
1887, still haven't got that flow time. You can expect it with the next round on the bridge with you.
All right, thank you so much, American 1887.
All right, so I don't know where this plane is going to be headed to, but they're in the process of getting ready for a departure with the walk-around inspection. Looks like some more mail coming off. Maybe. Oh. Looks like they probably have all the bags off this 737 now. You can't stand up inside a 737 baggage bin. That's why she's all kneeling down. More boxes. Yeah, more cargo coming off. Oh yeah, that is mail. That bag says mail. It says mail right on the bag. So yeah, this American 737 MAX that came in from JFK is carrying a load of mail in the back for U.S. Postal Service. It's coming for the Arizona market. So folks, this is how your mail gets delivered when you send something across the country. It goes on to American, I think FedEx, I think they carry some U.S. mail too. And some other airlines have mail contracts to get stuff there faster. But yeah, the Postal Service uses American as one of their contractors.
American 2118 on Lima with Mike.
American 2118, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left taxi via south route.
7 left south route, American 2118.
That's a lot of junk mail right there. All right, so we have let's see, the other one, I don't see any more departures ready to push on this concourse yet, but if we look over here, first gate is open, but second, third, fourth, fifth, they're all occupied. And across we see an Airbus and three Embraer 175s and a SkyWest CRJ in the corner gate. So it's still pretty busy. They have not turned the airport around yet. If we look over on this side and looking down towards Terminal 3.
American 2074 is approaching spot kilo with information. Mike.
American 2074, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left taxi via south route.
7 left via south route, American 20.
We have one United parked at the gate. There's actually another one right there. We have two Uniteds, and let's see if we have anything coming in for landing. Let's go ahead and check the flight tracker and see what's coming in. We have nothing approaching right now for landing on the north side. So we are in a little bit of a quiet period right now. See, I'm looking to see if there's all right, well, there is a Delta flight coming in from Detroit, but it's going to be a while until they until they get here. So things have kind of slowed down a little bit right now. It is 9:41 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you guys are watching over on the East Coast, it's after 12 noon over there. And the current temperature here in Phoenix is still pretty reasonable. Well, 87 degrees right now. On the way up to 98. Today is going to be a less hot day than yesterday, and probably less hot than the rest of the week. So, in the meantime, if we go back to the 737 here, looks like they've got all the baggage and mail offloaded, and now they begin the process of refueling the plane. So they've got the in-ground fuel pumps right there with their pumping device, and the fuel guy is going to get up on his ladder and attach to the underside of the wing to get the aircraft refueled. I don't know where it's going next, but we'll find out. Also, a fresh load of bags is coming. This will be for their next flight. There we go. How's that for a load of bags? All right, it looks like the fuel guy is done. He's winding up his fueling hose right there, and they've brought the bags for the next flight. Let me see if this plane is showing up here yet. All right, so this plane is going to be headed to Fresno, California, and they've got a scheduled departure time at 10:08 a.m. It says estimate departure 10:29. It's now 9:45. They might be a little bit late because if you remember, this aircraft was one of the ones that was held up at the hold bay, or penalty box as they call it, because there were no gates available. So when they actually pulled into the gate here, they pulled into the gate later than they should have pulled in. So considering the fact that they have not yet begun to load those bags, those outgoing bags, they probably won't make a 10:08 departure, which is probably why it says 10:29. But looking at the schedule for this aircraft, they're going to head out to Fresno. Quick out and back, 2396 will head out to Fresno. And they'll head back from Fresno. They'll come back here about mid-afternoon. And then about 3:30 or so, if everything goes on schedule, this plane will depart again back to New York City, back to JFK as 1388, and they will arrive back to JFK around 11:30 p.m. tonight, which will be the end of this plane's flight day. They actually arrived. Okay, well, I see. I'm looking at the flight history for this aircraft, and I see that yesterday they had the same flights on June 22nd. Yesterday they came from JFK. They went to Fresno. Back from Fresno, back to JFK last night, and they arrived at 11:05 p.m. And then this morning at 6:40 New York time, they took off for here. So this is 2 days in a row now that this plane is making the same round of flights. They won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow they're scheduled to go to Cancun tomorrow morning. So it's just a brief look at a day in the life of one 737 MAX 8, where they go. Looks like they're loading up right now, getting the bags loaded, but they have probably about a half hour to go before they'll be ready to head to Fresno. So hopefully their delay this morning in the penalty box will not impact the rest of their schedule throughout the day, and they'll be able to make the return Fresno flight and the JFK flight on time. We got the CRJ pushing back. The one that was parked in the corner is headed to Santa Fe, New Mexico, the capital city of New Mexico. Yes, the capital is not Albuquerque. It is Santa Fe, which is north of Albuquerque. And they're scheduled to arrive in Santa Fe at 12:13. Of course, right now it's 9:49, so they're departing on time. This is an on-time departure. But
Houston, good morning, November 8732 Delta Experimental Beechcraft Baron. Out of Cutter with information, Mike, taxi 07 right. We just need about 2 minutes for run-up.
Calling out of Cutter, the Baron, contact ground 132.55.
Go.
as you know, New Mexico is on Mountain Daylight Time. So it's an hour ahead.
6175, Phoenix clearance for the Indianapolis Hotel Airport via the Eclipse 1 departure. Phase transition, direct to El Paso, Fort Stockton, that has filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 370 3 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 126.8. Squawk 0773.
That is a Mesa that they were just talking to. They were giving clearance to a Mesa Airlines. So, as I was saying, this CRJ 700 headed to Santa Fe. Right now it's 10:50 a.m. over in Santa Fe.
6175, read back correct.
So that is planned for a 1 hour and 20-minute, I guess, flight. It'll be 12:13 when they land over there. Now, Mesa, where is that Mesa coming from? Mesa used to operate American Eagle until earlier this year. They no longer serve American Eagle brand, but they do operate for United Express. They go to Houston. I don't see them on yet. Let's take a look down. Let's take a look all the way down to Terminal 3. Nope, I don't see a CRJ over there. I wonder if it's this one. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll have to keep our eyes open for a CRJ from Mesa. Meanwhile, we have an Airbus American flight 2338 is headed to Madison, Wisconsin. You got Madison, Wisconsin.
Thanks information. November current, wind 080 at 3, altimeter 2992.
That's a Madison, Wisconsin flight. And this 737, well, they've already closed up the rear baggage bin. And it looks like, wait a minute.
That was 3050 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi via south route.
7 left via the south route, Scout 3050.
So they're getting some last minute bags on this plane, and this one will be headed out shortly. 2779. Yep, I think that's, yeah. So 2779 right here is headed to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. It is an international flight, but they depart from the domestic gates. We also have another pushback of 1823 to Indianapolis. We can take a look at that one. Right there. So this 737-800 is headed to Indy, and right next to it is the Madison, Wisconsin A319 right there. Southwest just landed, runway 8. And right behind them is Delta. This might be that Delta that I was talking about earlier from Detroit. Maybe. They're going to head over toward the south. Yep, it is Detroit. Terminal 3 south for Delta.
Ground American 2338 Papa with November.
American 2338 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi via south route.
7 left south route, American 2338.
We have another American A321neo pushing back. And this one is, this one's actually headed to Detroit. So we had a Delta flight that just landed from Detroit, and American right here with the A321neo is headed to Detroit. How about that? There's also another one that's the one right next to them is also gonna push back as soon as it's cleared for them to do so. And that's a flight to Reno. They're actually pushing back now, right there. Right The engine start that you're hearing is not the engine of this plane, but it's the engine of the one behind it, the A321neo. This is just an A320, and they're only
2338 Southwest will follow you down Sierra.
they're only headed up to Reno. And there's also another one. We have another departure, Palm Springs, an A319.
Busy?
Things are getting busy on the departures now.
Hello, Ground American 2311 is gate Alpha 13, cleared to push non-standard tail south onto Kilo.
American 2311 Phoenix Ground, pushback, non-standard to Kilo's approved November current.
Wilco, thanks. So we just got November, American 2311. Here we go.
All right, this is an A319, and it's 2294. They're headed to Palm Springs, a really short flight, again. And the one next to them, the one that's leaving right now, is headed to Reno. All right, that's an A320. Airbus A320. Okay, we got those two. And we have A321 headed for Detroit. So 3 departures. Oh, actually we got a 4th. We got a 4th departure. We have this A320 at the end.
Position November with information November.
2311 is pushing back. They're headed for Tucson. That's the second.
Alaska 603, Echo 2 to push November.
Alaska 603 Phoenix Ground, pushback at your discretion. Thanks for November.
That's the second
Who else call?
Tucson flight we've heard today.
23, you're on spot November with November.
American 1823, thanks. Runway 7 left, taxi via South Route.
South route 7 left, right?
All right, so we're looking at the.
4901 to Papa with November.
That was 4901 Phoenix Ground.
We're looking at the
follow
lineup
Boeing
right
off your
here.
left. Runway 7 left via the South Route.
Follow American off the left, 7 left via the South route. Skywest 4901.
Everybody's waiting to get out. That A321's got to wait now for 2 aircraft.
American 2670 on spot, Lima taxi, please, information November.
American 2670 Phoenix Ground, start taxi as able. Runway 7 left, taxi via South Route.
All right, the A320 is going to
American
taxi.
1823, follow the Airbus out of Lima line here at Charlie 10.
Follow the Airbus Lima for American
2670, runway 7 left, taxi via South Route. The Boeing's waiting for you.
Boeing's waiting for me, 7 left South route, American 2670.
All right, the Boeing is waiting for him.
American 2294 Phoenix Ground, November current, wind 07003, altimeter 29902. Wait for Embraer off your right, runway 7 left via the South Route.
7 left via the South route behind the Embraer, American 23. American 1673 on Lima.
All right, they're all leaving now at the same time.
1673 Phoenix Ground, follow the traffic out of Mike, runway 7 left, taxi via South Route.
7 left via South route, follow our traveling on Mike, we'll go.
All right, so there's a 737 also departing,
On ground American 4.
taxiing in the front.
Coming up on Point Juliet with information November.
This is flight
American
18
496 Phoenix Ground, Roger, hold short of Charlie. It's going to be just a minute.
1823. That's the Indianapolis flight.
Ready for taxi with November.
American 2311, Roger, hold short of Charlie.
Man, everybody's leaving at the same time here. Imagine that. Everybody's trying to get out. This is the what they call the departure bank, when all the aircraft want to get out at the same time, and they certainly are doing that. And we have another one that's waiting for. Well, they're not quite ready yet. That 737 is still open. So they're not quite ready. You've got an Embraer 175 over there. That one is 3892. And they're headed to Mazatlan, Mexico. All right, so they're headed out.
American 496, wait for this last Airbus off your right here on Charlie. Then runway 7 left, taxi via South route.
7 left, all through after the last Airbus, American 496.
American 2311, follow the company out of Juliet off your left. Runway 7 left via South route.
Inside Wilco at 7 left, South route, American 23 left.
All right, I think the CRJ at the first gate, B2, is going to be leaving soon. I hear they've started up their APU, which is a good indication that they're getting ready to leave.
Alaska 603 taxi.
Alaska 603, runway 7 left, taxi via South route.
South route 7 left, Alaska 603.
American 1823, continue right on Echo.
We're going to have an Alaska departure.
If there's anybody left on this frequency on Sierra, over to
3.
South ground 132.55.
Oh, that's the special livery right there, the More to Love. Let's see if we can see that. Alaska Airlines special livery coming right up. There you go. That one is called More to Love. 737. They've actually got 2 aircraft painted like this. They've got an A320 and a 737. And these were painted with this scheme to commemorate their merger with Virgin America back in, 2016, I think? So basically they combined 2 aircraft or 2 airlines into one, and they call it More to Love.
3892, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi via South route.
And they painted it with 2 colors, red going into blue. I guess the red was going to stand for the Virgin America, and the blue is the Alaska Airlines color. I guess that's why they chose them. But they're headed down to runway 7 right for departure. There you can see a nice view of it turning over onto the bridge there. I'm not sure we're going to get another full view of it. Maybe over here. I don't know, we'll see. There you go. Alaska Airlines, more to love. And there we have an Embraer 175 that just landed and turned off runway 8.
Good morning. Afternoon. Goes 3126. Left on Bravo, parking 405.
Travis 3126, Phoenix ground, taxi on Bravo, hold short of Charlie 11.
Taxi on Bravo, hold short of Charlie 11, Scott.
Presence 4873, November with Mike.
Travis 4873, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi via south route.
7 left, south route, Scott 4873.
Travis 4873, November's current wind calm, altitude 29er 2.
29er 2, we'll get November, Scott 4873.
All right, I see SkyWest, another, or actually this is a Mesa. This is a Mesa Airlines coming in from Denver. This is operating the United Express. We're going to see them. They're turning towards Terminal 3. And it's painted in the plain Mesa colors.
Op 16 rudder, and proceed via Charlie, hold short of Sierra.
Prop 16, Charlie goes short of Texas, yeah.
All right, so we have United Express coming in from Denver. All right, looks like the third aircraft is closing up the door. Jet bridge is pushed back.
That was 3126, continue Charlie 11 to November.
Charlie 11.
And also,
Goes 3126.
also the second one here, this would be the 737 MAX 8 headed to Fresno. They're getting ready to seal it up.
We do have November switching over to southbound.
Roger, thanks, see ya.
All right, so Fresno and Puerto Vallarta is right there. They're just about ready for pushback any moment.
We're on morning, we're 974 on Romeo, Sierra gave Bravo 26.
Polaris 974, Phoenix ground, good morning, taxi via Charlie 2 Point Papa.
Right,
Also,
continue via Charlie.
the first one
Papa, we're 974.
is also going to be pushing back momentarily. They're not on the flight tracker just yet. Looks like my camera battery is kind of running low, so I hope it holds up. We're going to have some pushback action here in a moment. We got 3 aircraft that are.
That was 3120, Phoenix ground, good morning, hold short of Romeo.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon with the Boeing 767-300.
16, continue
via Charlie, Charlie 4, hold short of runway 8 at Bravo 4.
Okay, Bravo 60, continue Charlie, Bravo 4, 1 short of runway 8 and Bravo.
Kevin 3120, continue Bravo Romeo over green spot.
Bravo, Romeo.
All right, they've got to go all the way to the south side. So they're going to make a turn here and go over toward the bridge. All right, in the meantime, right here, we have the first 3 aircraft that you see here. 1, 2, 3, all ready for pushback right now. At this moment, which one will go first? I think the 3rd aircraft is going to go first. I think. They appear to be the most ready. Tug driver is on the tug. That is the flight headed to Mazatlan, or Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We also have Fresno and CRJ headed to somewhere. Don't know yet. But the jet bridge is pushed back, so they're definitely ready to go.
95 joining Bravo for Echo 3.
United 1895, Phoenix ground, roger. Continue on Bravo and go Charlie 6, Charlie into the center.
All right, as long as we're waiting here, we might as well take a look over
Bravo,
here.
Charlie 6, Charlie into the center whole bay.
And we see that Volaris has just arrived from Mexico.
American 569. Like to push Alpha 11.
That is one of
American
our
569, Phoenix ground, from
Mexican
Alpha 11,
airlines.
pushback will be at the ramp.
landed from Guadalajara, Mexico, and they came across the East Bridge. We usually have a couple of their flights per day. Every single day they're here. So getting back to here, we have the Puerto Vallarta flight. This is an Airbus A320.
Air shuttle on frequency.
6175, about to push out Echo 3. You looking for us?
Yeah, actually I was just looking to see if you guys were about to push. There's one that's waiting for the gate, so I was just checking. Thank you.
Yep, we're getting ready to push her.
Okay. United 1895, I'm in instructions. Make the left turn at Charlie 7, and then left on Charlie, and just hold short of the alley, and the aircraft in your gates. Get ready to push.
Charlie 7, Charlie, hold short of the alley.
All right, so this A320 is being pulled up out of the way because 2396 to Fresno looks like it's going to be the second one to push. That one right there, the Max 8, the Mighty Max.
Phoenix ground, good morning, American 432 information November is top of the alley at India with information November, and we recover on 8 today.
American, was it 432 that said they needed 8?
That's affirmative.
American 432, roger, runway 8, taxi left on Charlie, hold short of Charlie 8.
Left turn, Charlie, hold short, Charlie 8 for American 432.
All right, this is 2396 right here, and they're going to be pushing momentarily. I think right now, actually. There they go. And of course, this one is headed to Fresno, California.
American 569, slow for Dallas Fort Worth. Release time is 1738, void at 41. American 432, just hold short of Sierra now. Just hold short of Sierra.
Hold short Sierra, American 432. American 663, spot India with Mike.
American 663, Phoenix ground, roger. After company out, heads out of the way. Runway 7 left, taxi via southward.
71 southward, American 663.
American 663, November's current now, wind calm, altimeter 2992.
926.
Op 16, monitor tower on 118.7.
Up 16, monitor tower 118.7.
American 432, now continue for runway 8 via right turn on Sierra and then Bravo.
Right turn Sierra, Bravo, runway 8, American 432.
All right, there is the mighty Max, 737 Max 8.
American 569 up.
Making a relatively short flight over to Fresno. And then as soon as they're done, we have a CRJ. We also have I see an A321 from the other side. Um, 569. Yeah, that A321 is 569 to DFW.
American 2838 ground, if you're here, the ramp just cleared the end straight ahead into Kilo Alley. American 2838.
And there's the engine start on the Max. Oh, my battery is dying.
Ground Echelon 6175. Azure line at Clifford taxi with November.
Shuttle 6175, Phoenix ground, runway 7 left, taxi, Charlie, Sierra, hold short of Delta.
7 left, Charlie, Sierra, short of Delta, Echelon 6125.
Hopefully my battery will hold up until the this one gets out of the way. We have a CRJ
American 432, maybe just a moment down at the end, depending on what the arrivals look
at
like
the
here.
first gate.
You can monitor tower on 118.7. We'll see you.
Skywest.
Navigate 1 American 432. American 2838, we're on Bravo for Alpha 12.
American 2838, Phoenix ground, right taxi, Charlie 10, and then Charlie,
Skywest 49, 59 to Hermosillo, Mexico. They are right here.
American 2888, Phoenix ground, runway 7
And they're ready for pushback at any moment. As soon as that Max 8 gets out of the way. So we're going to be ending the stream here momentarily. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and remember
American 569
to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit subscribe and your bell notification so you'll get notified of my next stream. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to get that in before we die out here. We're looking at the SkyWest flight headed to Hermosillo, and they can't push back until the Max moves out of the way.
American American 22.
But we get a
runway 7 left taxi via South Route.
we get a nice top-down view
South Road, American.
from our location here.
Flight 6 bound American 2279 out of Mike, November.
So they're going to be pushing
79 Phoenix ground, runway 7 left taxi via South Route.
at any moment.
American 2279.
Hopefully my battery will hold up. All right, come on, Max. So I will see everybody on the next live stream. Hopefully we'll have better signal in the morning. I know we had a rough time this morning with some buffering. But hopefully next time it'll be better. And we'll get to see
American 22.